Fernando Pimentel, ThaBoxingvoice.com, here with ex-heavyweight contender, actually IBF champ, title holder, Chris Byrd. Chris, talk to us about the heavyweight division and how it looks to you right now looking at it. You know, this weekend we have Deontay Wilder, WBC champ right now. We have Klitschko, who just fought Tyson Fury. So just what are your thoughts on the heavyweight division and how it's looking?
I think it's looking good. You know, the Klitschko era look like it's ending. I mean, which is not a bad thing. Vladimir did his thing for, over 10 years or just about 10 years. So, new faces coming up. And it is bringing a lot more energy and just hype to the division. I think it's a lot of good guys coming up, a lot of big guys that are very athletic and learn how to fight.
Now, back in the early 90s, with Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield and everything, the heavyweight division was the biggest thing on earth. Now it seems like it's the lower weight classes, the welterweight divisions, middleweights getting that attention. Do you think now with the Klitschko era ending, and that is, of course, if Tyson Fury can beat Klitschko in the rematch, do you think with this era ending, the heavyweight division can make more noise? Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and countless others heavyweights?
I think with the Klitschkos, they're not from America. It's dead here in America, but in their country is live and well. You got the world champ, or you had the world champ. Now you have them in England. So you got Anthony Joshua, you have David Haye coming back, you have Tyson Fury as champion. It's going to be big there, and we're going to say it's dying because we don't have a champion here outside of Deontay Wilder to make those big fights in America from American fighters. So I think with all these young guys coming up, it's looking real good. I mean, you got a kid in Joseph Parker who got fast hands, a big guy with fast hands and can fight. And you got, Anthony Joshua, another big guy that can fight. All these different heavyweights coming up, and now America got to catch up to speed with their heavyweights, and then now heavyweight boxing to be back. Believe me, if you get two major U.S. heavyweights on the map doing their thing, you got one in Deontay Wilder. If he reigned for a little while, and you have another one come up and win a title, heavyweight boxing is back, especially in America. So it'll give a lot more energy to the sport, to young guys to see, I can win a title. He's from America, man. He's from, Philadelphia, or he's from Chicago, he's from whatever. That's close to you in America. I think I can win a title. So I think the boxing outside of the 90s and in the early 2000s heavyweights, it was a lot of us. I mean, it was like 50 different heavyweights vying for the heavyweight title. I mean, hoping I can get there. And there's so many heavyweights, and then it just fell off big time. And we just went through an era where it fell off. Now it's resurging again with new guys, big guys that can actually fight. Not these big clumsy guys. We're talking about big, strong guys that can fight. And we'll see. I mean, I think in the next couple of years, you're going to see a heavyweight boxing out of control. I mean, it's going to be really good.
Do you think it's also good that the PBC, the Premier Boxing Championship, is actually showcasing heavyweight fighters? Dominic Breazeale is going to fight Amir Mansour on the Guerrero Garcia card. Do you feel it's a good thing that those are going to be televised? More heavyweights are being promoted and put out there, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, we had Night of the Young Heavyweights on HBO. They had Heavyweight Explosion with Cedric Kushner, just feature heavyweights, to get these guys out there so people know who they are. And with PBC, they're getting them out there in front of people's face so people can know who these up-and-coming heavyweights are. And you get a guy, Glasgow fighting the left-hand kid, fighting Charles Martin. There we go, yeah. Fighting Charles Martin. In that, nobody knows those two guys are.
They're fighting for a WBA title, correct? Yeah.
Fighting for the title, but nobody know who they are going into the fight. They need exposure, and I think with PBC, he's giving them exposure. And after this fight, whoever wins, hopefully they'll get a lot of exposure and fight in front of people, so people know who the heavyweight champions are. That's the problem.
Now, finally, do you know, the same old song and dance with boxing is it's always dying. There's never really, it's always alive. But what are your thoughts of 2016? We have Top Rank putting out fighters, Golden Boy putting out fighters, Canelo, Rock Nation got into the mix with Cotto and Andre Ward. As we were talking about PBC promoting fights on pretty much every single network. your thoughts on boxing and the state that it is right now, not just heavyweight, overall.
The state of boxing. I wish I boxed in this era. I mean, it's crazy. It's exploded. It's on all these different networks, and they're saying it's dying. MMA come across. They put it in everybody's head that boxing dying, and we basically took over. Look at it now. You having all these different fights, all this different talent coming up. It's great, and it's a high time for boxing, and I think it's gonna come back like it was in the '70s. I mean,
I thank you.
No, just huge.
Well, I thank you for your time, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving us your thoughts on what boxing is nowadays, especially from someone who was in the game and had a lot of great fights, man. Thank you for your time, Chris. Once again, Chris Byrd, Fernando Pimentel from ThaBoxingvoice.com, and we'll see you guys at the fights.